Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. The channel is No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Yeah, being a sports fanatic, I'm not a sports fanatic. I do like sports and I do watch sports. Is depending on how far you go with it, if you fighting people at games and stuff, that is Matrix. But watching sports is not Matrix. Just merely watching it. In fact, as we get into this No Matrix miniseries, you'll see that I would encourage people to find ways to enjoy yourself that don't put you in danger and don't get you in trouble. So, on this one, we talking sports. We talking Green Bay Packers. And what I believe the Packers need to do on offense and defense to get over the top. What I like about today's NFL is the parity. Like, it's not a definite team that's just gonna dominate. Like, there's a bunch of good teams and a bunch of bad teams. Every team, I don't think it's a team in the NFL that's not a couple players away from being dangerous. Even the Lions, I think the Lions are probably a couple players on both sides away from making the playoffs and possibly, down the line, if they keep adding players, they just got a good one, I believe, in Hutchinson. But if they keep doing that, they're going to get back. And they're probably going to have some success, just like my Packers. But look at my hat. Here's the thing about the Packers. Man, sorry about that, y'all. Looking at my lips, they're looking shiny again. What do I think the Packers need to do to go to the next step? Because even though we lost Zadarius Smith, we still have enough on both sides of the ball to make it to the Super Bowl. It's just going to depend on the coaching. It's going to depend on a few things that I want to mention today. And I believe that if they do these things on a regular basis, they finish off games, they learn how to, win games that they're behind, I think they can do it. Let's start with offense. Aaron Rodgers is going to have to spread the ball. It's kind of a good thing that he don't have Davante Adams anymore, because last year it was a play, one of the deciding plays in the game against the 49ers, that Aquinius St. Brown was streaking up the field and was open, and Rodgers forced the ball to Davante Adams, incomplete. You got to spread the ball. I think he should line up in the shotgun. This is what they should do. Line up in the shotgun, pick people apart, and when people start expecting you to do it, audible. Do some audibles. You get a lead. Yo, think about it. You get a lead. The Packers get a lead. And they've been just passing. You got that big old back Dylan in the backfield. You got Aaron Jones. Just work them over with those two. And if they start coming back and score, go back to what you was doing. So you got to be strategic in football. Or they could just come out just straight balance. Run pass, run pass. Let Rodgers get back there and be able to see who's open, because he's not he doesn't have a superstar anymore. He got a bunch of good players and a couple untested players. We got a couple pretty good tight ends. Sometimes they can line up in a 2 tight end set and pass out of it. Because think about it. if you got two tight ends on the field and you got a single back in the backfield, they're going to automatically think you're going to run. When you can bring Lazard on the slant on the other side and just keep picking people apart with that. Or you could do a wide receiver screen. They got a couple fast little rookie receivers. You can line up those two tight ends as a decoy and do a wide receiver screen. I mean, people think it's going to be the end without Davante Adams. If they are creative, it could be a very good beginning. So you got some weapons, man. Like what I would have did, and y'all probably heard me talk about this. I would have traded Rodgers, and they did good by getting the two defensive players from Georgia. But I would have added another piece on offense, another piece on defense, and I would have just went with Jordan Love. And if everything else failed, you got those two backs in the backfield. Just run people down with them two. Do some screen passes with Aaron Jones. I mean, they got options, but they panicked. I'm a Rodgers fan. Like, I like Rodgers, but I think they gave him a little too much. Like, if you were going to get rid of Davante Adams, then you should have got rid of Rodgers too and just started over with Jordan Love. Me personally, that's just my personal view on it. But Rodgers is here. And so he's going to have to spread the ball on offense. And they're going to have to use some trickery from time to time. Every game, they're going to have at least one or two gimmick plays. Because gimmick plays, when I used to play, what I learned about gimmick plays is what's weird is the coaches are going to study the gimmick plays because that's what they're going to fear. If you get a successful gimmick play, like a running back pass or something similar to that, they going to be literally worried about that one play all game. That's just how it is in football. On defense, I see what they was doing by getting the defensive tackle from Georgia. We got to stop people from coming up the middle, especially late in games. Like, they were using Deebo Samuel on us to just first down. You got to get stronger up in that middle. Like, me personally, I believe that you win games with every facet, offensively and defensively, but I think that defensive backs that can cover, like what the Packers have, and being strong up the middle in your linebacker, your two inside linebackers. Everything else, you could be average sometimes, you'll still make it. Because late in those games, you already know they're going to try to come up the middle or they're going to go wide. If you got two, remember the Buccaneers when they had White and what's his name, Barrett? How them dudes was running sideline to sideline, clogging the middle. What happened? Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. You need linebackers that can do that. They can run sideline to sideline. They nasty. They'll hit you up the middle and get you for little or no gain. When you got that, they already got Kenny Clark. He gonna do his part. We already know that. But like if you know they gonna double team Kenny Clark, so what is gonna be your answer to that? You gotta have other players up the middle. And when they try to come up the middle with, like, say, a Deebo Samuel, you know more teams gonna probably try to do that. Or like even like a running back like Derrick Henry. You gotta be able to stop that. You got to be able to stop that. Me personally, the way I do it, like even Madden, I'm going to build a team from the back forward on defense. I'm going to get deep shutdown corners, a good, smart, intelligent, nasty safety, and another safety. Well, I wouldn't get them back to back to back. I would first get that shutdown corner, I would just be adding pieces from the front to the back. And then when I get my highest draft pick, I'm going to be going for them inside linebackers, but I'm always going to be looking for that diamond in the rough that somehow, for some reason, is still on the board. Because you got to get strong up the middle. When I watch the film, I will be watching for them inside linebackers that can run and nasty. They're going to plug them holes. They're going to hit them dudes, drop them for a loss, or they're not going to get no first down. Remember with the Ravens with Ray Lewis? Y'all think I'm making this up? When the Ravens had Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, what happened? They didn't really start losing until their offense started, dropping off. But when they had Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, even say, the Chiefs just beat people with their offense. Their defense was okay. But let's even look at the Rams. The Rams had it going on both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense. I knew the Rams was going to win. See, what I do, I look at, when we get to the 10th game, week 10, I look at who's peaking, who's not. Then maybe a couple more weeks, I look at it. Who's peaking, who got all their players, nobody hurt. And those the ones I start saying, I think they got a shot. I made a bet that the Buccaneers wasn't going nowhere because they just wasn't doing what they normally do on defense. People figured them out. And I won that bet. They got beat by the Rams. So, the Packers, you got Stokes, you got some good corners. You got Rasul Douglas, you got Stokes, you got Jair Alexander. We gonna get some coverage sacks. So what people gonna try to do on us, the Packers, they're gonna try to come up that middle. They're gonna try to run right up the middle. They got to be able to stop people coming up the middle. You can't let people get 5 yards of carry. Because I already know that's what they're going to do. They're not going to really try to pass on us with those 3 guys on the field at the same time. They're going to try to run right up the gap. You think I'm lying? Watch when Minnesota has, they're going to try to pass. And they're going to complete some passes. But they're going to come bring Dalvin Cook right up the middle. Guarantee you. Everybody, that's what they're going to try to do on us. And with on offense, they're going to rush Rodgers. Every week he's going to be dealing with pass rush. So I don't want it to happen. But, hey, he's going to take some hits. Hopefully he'll be all right. They're going to bring a blitz because they're going to look at it like he don't got a safety blanket no more. Or some of them might expect us to run. So they're going to put 8 men in the box because they ain't got to worry about Adams no more. That's where Lazard has to beat him. Over the top, whatever. So we're going to make another video before the season starts. Breaking down, I'm going to try to do some research and see, again, what I think they should do. From my observation, this is what I think they should do. But we'll see. We'll see, because that's a tough game in week 1. You a rival out the gate, week 1? I would rather play my rivals the last game. Because then I already had that nastiness going into the playoffs. But that's all I had on this one. Make sure y'all tune in. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. We're getting ready to get the scheduled programming going. We're going to try to have a set schedule. So y'all, because I got people who only want to hear certain things, and I'm going to accommodate them. You know, we talk about sports though. And here in Wisconsin, like the local programming kind of switched. But thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.